What's going on, guys? John Alder here from codemy.com, and in this video, we're going to look at image filters or kernels for convolutional neural networks for Pytorch and Python. All right, guys, like I said, in this video, we're going to look at image filters or kernels for convolutional neural networks. But before we get started, if you like this video, want to see more like it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out codemy.com, where I have dozens of courses with thousands of videos that teach you to code. Use coupon code YouTube50 to get 50% off lifetime membership. It's all my courses, videos, and books for a one-time fee, which is insanely cheap. All right, in the last video, we started to talk a little bit about convolutional neural networks. I kind of described just the very basic concepts involved. In this video, we're going to dive a little bit deeper and talk about image filters or image kernels, are basically the same thing, and what that means. So let's head back over to our Google image search that we did last time. And we had this image of this neural network here. And so we start out with our image, and then the first step we want to take is called convolution. And what we're going to be doing basically is finding the outline of the image to figure out what it is. But to do that, we're doing something called convolution. And that's what I want to talk about in this video. What it is, what's going on here. We're not going to actually do it in this video. I just want to describe it because it's something you really got to wrap your brain around in order to do all the rest of this stuff. And it's good just to have a high level understanding of what's going on here. So what is going on here? Well, remember in the last video, I said we could take any image and break it down into ones and zeros. Now imagine this box right here is an image, right? And ones and zeros are blacks and whites, and anything in between is a shade of gray, right? So 0.5 is going to be right in the middle of white and black, right? 0.3 more towards one end, 0.7 more towards the other. And we talked about this in the last video. If you didn't see that video, check the link in the playlist below. So anyway, this is our image. So there's ones and zeros. Now, what we're going to do is take an image filter or an image kernel. Basically, they're the same thing. They're just different ways of saying the same thing. And an image filter is usually a matrix, say a 3x3 matrix. So you see this right here. This is an image filter. And anytime you want to do something to the image, like if you want to blur the image, you're going to change some of these ones and zeros in the image to make it more blurry. You would use a image filter or an image kernel for that. And we have all kinds of common filters that we use in Photoshop and things like that. And they could be broken down into a little matrix like this. And then you just apply that to the image. So how we apply that is, you see this is 3x3. See right here? And then what we're going to do is we're going to place this on the image in this top left corner here, and it's going to hit these 3x3 ones and zeros. And what we're going to do is we're going to multiply every single thing in here by every single thing in here. So this very first top left one will multiply by this top left one. So it would be 1 times 1, that would be 1. Then we're going to take this 2, and we're going to multiply it by the second box here. So 2 times 0 would be 0. Then we're going to take this 3. We're going to multiply it by here. So that 3 times 1 is 3. And we're going to do that to each of these things, right? And then what we're going to do is take all of those new numbers and sum them up. And in this case, it ends up being 31. So our convolutional neural network, convolution, is going to basically do this. And it's going to drag this matrix across this image from left to right. And it might start here and do this 3x3 block. Then it might bop over 1. And then start right here, in this second row, and do another 3x3. And then it'll bop over again to the third row. And we're going to start here and do this 3x3. And then it'll bop over again. And it'll do this block of 3x3. Then it'll come down here and start all over again. And then by multiplying your filter or your kernel by your image, it changes those ones and zeros into things, and you get something, right? So if you're trying to blur an image, you have a filter that is known to blur images, and you just apply it pixel by pixel, block by block, just like that, across that image. And sort of the term for dragging that matrix across the image is called convolution, right? So that's what we're doing, a convolutional neural network. We're taking a little matrix, we're starting at the top, we're dragging it across that image, going down, and then changing each 1 and 0 accordingly, and that's all there is to it. Now, if you're trying to blur an image, you're going to use a blurring filter, right? But we're not necessarily going to blur an image. We want to discover what an image is. So our neural network is going to, on its own, it's going to learn and it's going to come up with these weights. So you see in this little matrix here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now that's not normal. You're going to see 0.36, 0.78, 1, maybe some zeros, point something else, right? And those numbers will be determined by the neural network. It will learn and it will figure out what those weights should be. Then it will convolute across the image, convolute. It will cause convolution to stride. The act of moving it across, and convolution like that is called striding. So you're striding across the image. I don't know, it's just a word. And that's all there is to it. Now I mentioned it's going to go this 3x3 block, and then it'll bop over 1 pixel, and it'll do the next 3x3 block, bop over 1 pixel, and do the next 3x3 block. You don't have to. You could bop over 2 pixels. You could bop over 3 pixels. And there are reasons why you might want to change your stride length, right? Accordingly. We'll get into all that later. But that's really all there is to it. Now, there's this really kind of cool website if you want to play around with this stuff. And it's at satosa.io/evs/image-kernels right here. And you can see exactly what we're talking about. We've got an image here. And you can see a lot of times, we talked ones and zeros. A lot of times it's 0 to 255. And you can see in this case, white is 255. We can put our cursor over a little white pixel here. And over on the other side here, it says 255 in a little square there. Likewise, we can come over to something that's more black, and it's going to be closer to 0, right? So this is sort of the idea of convolution. And you can see here we've got a little 3x3 matrix. And we can see exactly what's going on as we drag this thing across. These numbers change. Oops, got to keep it straight there. And you can see there's all kinds of different ones you can play with. So I talked about blur, here's one for blurring. And you can see this is the weight right here, 0.625, 0.125, 0.0265, etc. And you can see what happens as we drag them across, what it does to the numbers of the black or white, the 255 down to 0 as it makes these multiplications. And you can see what effect it has over here on the right in this image over here, which is the after image after this matrix is applied and all that good stuff. So what we're going to be working on, not so much blurring and things like that. We're going to be looking for what this is called Sobel. And that's sort of like feature detection, outline detection. As you can see right here, this is a left Sobel. So you can see it's finding the contour of the guy's face. And that's sort of designated by these white lines here, right? Everything else is just black. It's just nothing, right? So you can see on left and right, it's determining the outline of his face. We've also got a top and bottom somewhere. Here's a bottom Sobel. You can see it's getting the top of his head, right? It's feature detecting by striding across with this matrix of 3x3, and it's applying them to each block. And as it does, it's doing feature detection. We've also got a top one, I think. Yeah, there it is right there. You can see now it's getting the bottom of his chin and also the top of his head. Very cool. There's also a right one. You can see here it's getting definitely the sides of his face, but it's also kind of detecting the nose as it goes up and down because it's very sort of, straight up as well. And you can see the ones and zeros inside of here are 0 because it's going up and down. If we change this to a bottom Sobel, the 0 is going to be left to right, right? Because that's what it's sort of doing to find the lines, right? A left to right line, that's going to get the top or the bottom, as you can see here, just like that. And it does it by multiplying each of the pixels in this little grid as it drags itself across, as it does its convolution, as it's striding across. And that's sort of what the computer is doing in the background and what we're going to be working on in our convolutional neural networks going forward. Of course, we're going to do all this with code, but I just wanted to sort of familiarize you guys with what's going on at a sort of high level concept here, what we're doing to each pixel in the image in order to, in this case, figure out the feature map, the outline of this guy's head here. Very cool. So play around with this website, look at these different numbers, see what's going on, see if you can glean any insights before we move forward. It's a fun little thing to mess around with. And I think you can upload your own video. Yeah, you can upload your own images and play with them down here. And by, adding your own weights, right? And seeing what they do. So to get a sort of intuitive feel of what's going on here, play around with this. It's kind of fun. So that's image filters or image kernels. They're sort of interchangeable terms. I'll use both of them, filters, kernels. Same thing, creating a little matrix, dragging it across the image in order to, in our case, detect the outline of the image or do any other kind of cool thing you might want to do. So that's all for this video. If you liked it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out codemy.com where you can use coupon code YouTube50 to get 50% off lifetime membership. So that's access to all my courses, almost 60 courses, thousands of videos, and the PDFs of all my best-selling coding books. Join over 180,000 students learn to code just like you. My name is John Alder from codemy.com, and I'll see you in the next video.